right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to 7th grade ELA. I am Claire Beadle. I'll be your child's teacher this year. A little bit about me. This is my 8th year teaching language arts. I also coach volleyball, 7th grade volleyball, basketball, as well as track and field. What I enjoy in my free time is reading, laughing, traveling, beach volleyball, golf, running, working out, and spending time with my family. I just included this quote because I thought it was really interesting and it really applies to whenever I read. So it says, a great book should leave you with many experiences and slightly exhausted at the end. You live several lives while reading. William Styron. Daily supplies for class. So your child needs to bring these to class each day to ensure the highest potential learning for the day. A Chromebook, the charger for the Chromebook, because sometimes I understand that they forget to charge it at night and what have you. So it's just imperative that they have their charger for their Chromebook. I have a few extra, but if we have, more than 3 or 4 students that need one, I don't have any more than that. So it's imperative that they bring their charger for their Chromebook as well. Their reading novel, it can also be on Sora, so that's fine. It can be a digital version, or if it's an audiobook, that's also fine. I just ask that whatever it is, it's on their Chromebook instead of on their phone, because that's hard to track, and also they are not allowed to have their phones out in class. So just at least have the hard physical book, or they can read on their Chromebook. A pencil or something to write with, and paper. We typically are trying to move away from paper, but just in case, something happens digitally, just as long as they have some paper, that's fine. And then headphones. This will be used for videos in class if we are independently working. So if we have a video uploaded into It's Learning and they have to play it and we're working independently, I don't want them all playing it and disrupting others around them. So headphones would be essential as well. Grades, so our grading policy, this is a little bit different than last year. So 40% will be tests and projects, and then 60% will be daily grades and quizzes. So how the assignments are broken down, daily can be anything from exit tickets, homework, in-class activities, quizzes, and discussions, whole group or small group. And then major will be test projects and final writing pieces. Retest. So any major grade is eligible to be retaken. A student can only retake a test if he or she got below a 70 on it and has attended a tutorial session. Retest opportunities in the mornings, if they so desire to take it for Bear Pride time, it will be by appointment only. So they need to come talk to me, because I coach in the morning and I pretty much coach all year. So it's very hard for me to break away for Bear Pride time because our practices run through. So they would just have to come talk to me and I can arrange their tests to be retaken with another teacher. And then Tuesday afternoon tutorials with me will be held Tuesday after school. Cell phone policy. So to minimize the time spent on instruction in class, no cell phones are allowed unless otherwise specified. So I may allow them, if they're working independently, from time to time, I may allow them to listen to music, but that would be the only other option that they would have to use their cell phone. Otherwise, they're not supposed to have it out at all. Cell phones have become a huge distraction, and especially in recent years. So they should be silenced and kept in the student's backpack. So I don't even want them out on their desk. I don't want it in their pockets or what have you. It needs to be in their backpack and it needs to be on silent. So consequences for this: the student's cell phone will be taken up and turned into the front office. Parents must come and collect the phone from the front office. Contact info. So email is probably the best way to get in contact with me. That is my email address. It's also being found on our website and It's Learning. This will probably be the best way. Please give me about 24 hours to respond, because I do coach and so I do have very long days typically. But I promise I will get back to you. You can either call the school as well. That is my extension. It doesn't ring in class, but please just leave me a message and it'll show up that I have a message and I can call you back. If you need to schedule a conference with me, just call the front office and set up a day and time with our 7th grade office assistant. These are our units of study. So we have already completed Unit 1, which was Author's Purpose and Organization. We are now currently in Unit 2, which is Author's Purpose and Craft. The next one will be a writing unit, expository essays. Unit 3 will be literary elements, characters and conflict. Unit 4, literary elements, theme. We have a literary analysis, a writing opinion piece. Unit 5 is author's craft. Unit 6 is comparing genres, reviewing expository essays. Unit 7 is literary elements, character, and theme. And then Unit 8 is nonfiction author's purpose. And lastly is writing a narrative text. Okay, class novels for the first semester we'll be reading Long Way Down. You can purchase that, purchasing options. We like to support local, so we love to support Blue Willow and have it linked in the slideshow. But both books are available on Amazon. The second semester, we read The Outsiders, and then if time permits, we didn't obviously have time last year to do it, but we would like to read Hey Kiddo. So that's just an option if we have time. Book challenge, so you probably already heard your child talk about this. So your student will be challenged to read 35 books this year if they are in pre-AP, and if they're in academic, it will be 17. They will be uploading all of their book reviews in It's Learning under their own page, and I'll show you that in just a bit. The reviews consist of a summary of their own book in their own words, and then they will give a review of the book. What did they enjoy about the book? Did they dislike anything? Would they recommend it to their peers, etc.? It will be taken as a homework grade every 3 weeks. Due dates and book number requirements are in It's Learning under the book challenge folder. What can I do at home to help my child? So we sometimes get this question asked. I'd say the most important thing is what we really try to foster, especially at this age. If they haven't already found a love and a passion for reading, we truly just want them to be lifelong readers and to really enjoy reading because it is very essential throughout our lives. So read with them. This is probably, again, the greatest help that you can give them. Ask your child what they're reading. If you don't have time to sit down and read with them, please just ask what they're reading. If they don't have an answer, that probably means they're not reading. And if you have a culture of reading at home, your child is more likely to read than not. Check their grades in Skyward. Ask your child about missing assignments. Most of their assignments are already in It's Learning. Check and review with them. Ask them first, please. If they have a 0 in Skyward, it probably means they did not turn something in. Please just look up the assignment name and then go to It's Learning and find out if they submitted it, if they didn't submit it, and why. So ask them, check, and talk to them about their assignments and their grades. Online resources. These are some helpful websites that can supplement learning in class. So commonlit.org, noredink.com, which is for grammar, and newsela.com. Okay, now I will take you through a brief rundown of It's Learning. Okay, so in our It's Learning course, mainly everything will be, that we work through will be under plans and resources. So under plans, we have helpful resources. So these are just a few helpful resources such as the syllabus, daily schedule, tutorial schedule. And then everything for the book challenge will be under these 2 pages. So the rubric of how we grade, and then the book challenge information that's under this page. And then obviously you can see that we have everything for each week, week 1, unit 1, and then we've already started unit 2. So everything will be under these plans broken down by days. Okay. It looks a little bit different because this is the teacher facing version, but your child should look similar to this. As far as resources, where they do the book reviews, if you click on resources, book reviews, each class period, now I'm in pre-AP right now, but each class period has their own folder. If you click on their folder, every student has a page. Every student has a page. and they would upload their book review in that page. Okay. As well, in resources, interactive notebooks, again, every student has a folder. Now, they only have access to this folder, so they don't see all the other students' folders, only I can see them. But again, they would upload their notes, their title page, any reading responses. So they do a lot of their work in those two folders. And then again, all of our resources and plans for the weeks will be loaded into Plan.